Missouri State Parks and the Missouri Department of Conservation staff are teaming up to help you during the ongoing drought. As part of the rules put in place by the governor yesterday, the agencies are allowing water collection at dozens of parks and conservation areas across the state. The water collection is for livestock needs only and not to be resold.
The Department of Conservation's purpose is to serve not only nature, animals, and plants, but also the people of Missouri. That's very important to us. It's part of our mission statement. And obviously, if people of Missouri need water and we have water available, we're going to do everything we can to help with that.
If you need water, contact the Hannibal or Kirksville conservation offices. You will need to provide your own pumping and hauling equipment.